Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a game changer for anyone serious about trading because we're diving into the 5 stages every trader goes through. These stages are not just theory. They're the real emotional and psychological journey that every trader faces, from the initial excitement to emotional mastery. Whether you're just starting out or already deep into your trading career, you'll relate to these phases. And more importantly, you'll understand where you are right now and what it takes to move forward with clarity, confidence, and control. We're not talking about strategies or indicators here. This is about the inner game, the mindset battles that determine whether you break down or break through. So make sure you watch till the end, because this might just be the most important trading video you see this week. And if you find value in this content, don't forget to like the video, share it with your trader friends, and subscribe to the channel for more powerful insights on trading psychology and market mastery. Let's get started. Stage 1, excitement and overconfidence. The psychological high that can cost you big. In the beginning, trading feels like a rush. The screen lights up with opportunity. Charts move, profits flash, and suddenly you feel like you've found your calling. This is the excitement phase, a powerful emotional state where hope and confidence soar. It's common, even natural, for beginners to believe they've unlocked a secret path to financial freedom. What fuels this phase? Usually, it's a few lucky trades. Early success, even if it's accidental, tricks the brain. The dopamine kicks in. It feels like you've figured out the game. But here's the catch. This confidence often has no foundation. It's built on short-term wins, not skill or strategy. And that's where the danger begins. This excitement often transforms into overconfidence. Traders start taking bigger risks. They ignore stop losses. They overleverage. Why? Because they believe they can't lose. They forget that the market doesn't reward ego, it punishes it. This stage is deceptive. It feels empowering, but it's built on illusions. The market seems friendly, almost predictable, but in reality, the trader is walking into a storm without an umbrella. They're not seeing the risks, just the potential rewards. What's more dangerous is that this overconfidence blinds traders from learning. They stop questioning their decisions. They think luck is skill. And when a loss does come, as it always does, they aren't prepared. The emotional crash is often hard and sudden. This phase, while thrilling, is like standing on a cliff's edge with your eyes closed. So what's the lesson here? Recognize excitement, but don't let it drive your decisions. Early enthusiasm is great. It means you're passionate. But that passion must be grounded in reality. Risk management, discipline, and self-awareness are not optional. They're essential. The traders who succeed are the ones who move past this phase without burning their entire capital. They understand that emotions can't be the captain of their ship. Strategy and control must take the wheel. If you're in this stage, enjoy the journey, but be cautious, because the real game begins after the excitement fades. Stage 2, frustration and loss. The emotional crash that breaks most traders. After the high of early wins comes the harsh crash of reality. Trades that once worked now fail. Strategies you trusted start falling apart. This is the frustration and loss phase, where the emotional roller coaster begins its steep descent. It's painful, confusing, and for many traders, it's the first time they truly question if they're cut out for this game. The losses feel personal, not just money lost, but confidence. Your identity as a rising trader takes a hit. You replay trades in your mind, wondering what went wrong. Was it a bad entry, a missed exit, or was the market just unfair? That mental noise, it gets loud. The frustration builds not just from the market, but from inside you. Here's the truth. This phase is inevitable. Every trader, no exceptions, goes through it. Because the market isn't easy. It's not just a system you crack and walk away rich. It's dynamic, unpredictable, and emotionally demanding. And this is the stage where most traders give up. They either blow up their accounts or they walk away defeated. But here's the shift. The moment that separates amateurs from those who evolve. The successful traders don't just sit in their frustration. They reflect. They ask, what did I miss? They start realizing that it wasn't just bad luck. It was lack of preparation, poor risk control, impulsive entries. They begin to see their weaknesses not as failures, but as feedback. And that mindset is the beginning of real growth. Losses hurt. That's human. But losses are also the market's way of teaching. Every red trade has a lesson if you're willing to look at it without ego. And every moment of frustration is a test, not of your strategy, but of your mental resilience. This stage will tempt you to quit. It will whisper lies that you're not good enough, that it's all rigged, that success is for others. But if you hold steady, if you use the pain as fuel, this phase becomes your foundation. Because every great trader has been broken once, but they use the break to rebuild stronger. Stage 3, searching and learning, when the real work begins. After enduring the emotional hit of losses, the trader stands at a crossroads: quit or learn. And those who choose to stay, they enter the most transformative phase of their journey: searching and learning. This is the moment when the illusion fades and real self-awareness begins. You no longer chase easy money. Instead, you start asking deeper questions. Why did I take that trade? What was I thinking when I exited early? Why do I always freeze when I see a red candle? These questions don't come from frustration now. They come from curiosity. And that's powerful. This stage is about digging in. Traders start reading books, watching videos, backtesting strategies, journaling every trade. But more than anything, they begin analyzing themselves. They realize trading is not just technical. It's deeply psychological. The edge isn't in finding the perfect setup. It's in controlling your behavior around that setup. You start identifying patterns, not just in charts, but in your own reactions. Maybe you revenge trade after a loss. Maybe you panic exit winners too soon. Maybe you hesitate when the setup is clear. And suddenly, you're not just studying the market, you're studying your own psychology. It's also during this stage that traders fall into the trap of strategy hopping. They think the answer lies in the next indicator, the next YouTuber's secret method. But eventually, they realize the problem wasn't the strategy. It was them. Discipline, patience, confidence. These are the real tools you begin to develop now. And the learning doesn't stop with charts. You start valuing journaling, reviewing your trades weekly, practicing mindfulness, and reducing emotional triggers. This is where you build your trading process, something personal, repeatable, and rooted in logic, not emotions. Yes, it's overwhelming. Yes, it's slow, but it's real. This is the grind that filters out 90% of traders, and those who push through, they come out more focused, more grounded. Because in this stage, you stop searching for a magic fix, and you start building your own trading identity. Stage 4, consistency and confidence. When it finally starts to click. You've survived the excitement. You've been humbled by losses. You've studied relentlessly, tested strategies, and faced your fears head on. And now, something changes. You start winning, not by luck, but by design. Welcome to the consistency and confidence stage, where all your effort begins to show results. This phase doesn't come with fireworks. It's quiet, steady, but it's powerful. For the first time, you're not trading from emotion. You're trading from process. You've built a system that works, not just technically, but emotionally. You trust your rules, you respect risk, and you finally understand it's not about being right, it's about being consistent. Trades don't scare you anymore. A red trade? It's just part of the plan. A green one? Nice, but you don't celebrate too early. You're not chasing highs or fearing losses. You're focused, grounded, professional. The biggest shift in this stage? Self-belief. Not the blind confidence from stage 1, but a calm, earned trust in your ability. You know when to enter, when to stay out, when to walk away. You accept drawdowns without spiraling. You follow your system, even when it's boring, because you know boredom is better than blowing your account. And with this consistency comes confidence, the real kind. Not loud, not cocky, just solid. You feel in control. You no longer need to ask, will this trade work? Instead, you ask, did I follow my process? That's the mindset shift that changes everything. But here's a warning. This stage comes with a hidden risk: complacency. Once traders find consistency, they sometimes ease up. They stop journaling, skip reviews, break rules just this once. And that's dangerous, because the market has a way of humbling those who forget the basics. So the real challenge here is staying consistent. Not for a week, not for a month, but long enough to turn trading into a long-term career. This stage is your reward for the pain, the patience, and the discipline you've built. And it's proof that you're no longer reacting to the market, you're working with it. Stage 5, mastery and emotional control, where the mind becomes the real edge. Reaching the fifth stage in trading is rare. Very few make it here, but those who do, they operate differently. This is mastery, the stage where emotional control isn't a daily struggle anymore. It's second nature. You don't chase trades. You don't freeze in fear. You don't doubt yourself after every loss. You simply show up, execute your plan, and let the process unfold. The chaos of the market, it doesn't shake you anymore because you've learned how to stay centered. Here's what makes this stage so powerful. You've stopped trying to control the market. Instead, you control your response to it. That's the edge. That's the mastery. You understand that losses will happen. You don't fight them. You accept them with calm. They no longer feel like personal failures. They're just data, feedback, a part of the game. This mindset allows you to stay clear when others are panicking, to step back when emotions run high, and to stay disciplined when everyone else is chasing noise. What's more, you don't need the market to feel something. You're no longer trading for a dopamine hit or to prove a point. You're here to execute, to stay sharp. You've detached from outcomes and attached yourself to performance. That's where true confidence lives, not in winning streaks, but in knowing you'll stick to your process, win or lose. By now, you've built routines that support your mindset. You prepare before the session. You journal without fail. You review with honesty. You meditate, walk, reflect. Whatever it takes to protect your mental space, because you know your mental capital is more valuable than your trading capital. At this stage, trading is no longer a dream. It's a profession, and you treat it that way, with respect, discipline, and long-term vision. The emotional highs and lows, they're still there, but they don't control you. You've trained your mind to stay calm in chaos. That's mastery. And here's the beauty. You're never truly done. Even at this level, you're still learning, still growing, still refining your edge. Because in trading, the goal isn't perfection. The goal is control. So friends, now you've seen the full journey. From the rush of stage 1, excitement, to the calm confidence of stage 5, mastery. Every trader goes through these stages. It's not always easy. In fact, it's often painful. But if you stay honest with yourself, keep learning, and manage your emotions, you will grow. The key isn't to rush the process. It's to respect it. Ask yourself, which stage are you in right now? And what do you need to focus on to reach the next level? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your journey. If this video helped you understand the mental side of trading better, then please like the video, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe if you haven't already. Your support means a lot, and it keeps us going to bring you more content that actually helps. And remember, in trading, the real battle is never on the screen. It's in your mind. Take care, stay disciplined, and I'll see you in the next one.